Hello and welcome to Devstream 159, if my notes are correct. We are here with another home stream. And yeah, the new war is out, so I guess that's it's been a busy time. Yeah, I don't even know how to start a stream such as this, but thank you.
Yeah, how do we start after this is the first time we've seen everyone since New War?
It is.
It's
and
kind of a bummer back home though. Like we had those nice like couch streams for a while, and then
yeah.
we all go back home. I know.
Us being from home is actually quite bad because I haven't run a home dev stream in months, and it's going to be an absolute jank fest of me misclicking. So just putting that out there now. I have a sealed.
You have a cider. You have a cider just in case.
This is to calm me down when I inevitably lose my mind because I've made so many mistakes. But that's also just But yeah, welcome to Devstream 159. There will be spoilers on this Devstream. We're going to just kind of chat and catch up first and then loosely structure everyone watching through development of the new war and then, of course, what comes after the new war. But we really want to take some time to talk about the new war, which inevitably has spoilers. I drew a little spoiler picture so you guys will know when we're talking about spoilers. But before we get into that, if this is your first dev stream and you haven't played the new war, highly recommend you just turn this off and go do that.
Don't watch the stream
get
anymore.
The hell out of here. Go play the new war. And if it's not, let's just read some chat and say hi to everyone. And you guys can tell me how you feel that the new war is out. Say hi. What's up? Yeah.
Wow. What us to tell you how you feel? How we feel?
Lithuania.
Yes. How do you feel?
It's weird. Like it feels like it was forever ago.
It does feel like forever.
I feel like a long time ago.
It's barely been over a month.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, I guess more than barely, a month and a half.
Yeah, what day did it come out?
December 15th, 2021.
Isn't it so weird that you're fixated on a date for what it feels like? Mm-hmm. Half a year you're looking at a date, and then that date passes.
Yeah. Now what?
Yeah.
Now what?
Oh man.
Oh, we know what.
So we're going full spoil, right? We're not holding back. Like tell me because I don't want to talk about
Willem Dafoe for that last scene.
Oh my god. Okay, I actually am not bringing that last scene up directly, but I will say, if we're going to get into things, I do have some housekeeping to go through. I didn't know if you guys wanted to kick things off with anything, but if not, we'll just jump into housekeeping and yeah. Unless you have anything to add before that. Really,
let's clean the house.
Let's clean that house. Okay. Right. So you will recall that I'm running this from home, and it has been a long time since I've done this. So as I click through stuff, let me know if you can see things or if audio seems not what you would want. Levels, perhaps. I don't know. Anywho, housekeeping.
Seems like I haven't seen a lot from people so far. They seem to like it.
Yep.
That's very good. The first, of course, and most important thing is there is spoiler warning for the stream. So this is a very important thing to keep in mind. There will be spoilers for the new war ahead today. So yeah, you saw it in the Reb's audio is bad. What? My mic's choppy?
You feel distorted.
I know what it is.
You're loud.
This should be a lot better. This, in theory, is better. Chat can let me know. I'm depending on you. Please. Please. Yes. Saved? Reb. Better? Much better? Oh, okay. Yep. Yep. All right. I told you this would be.
You just had to go through the process.
I know. Distortion on? I'm just curious what was different.
I was using my webcam mic instead of my actual mic. I paid money for it to sound better. So there you go.
All right, cool.
What was it for your death metal side project? It was for something else.
I know. Okay. So anyway, we also, of course, have Twitch drops today. If you would like to earn yourself a galvanized mod, one of a random one. So, just make sure your account's linked, get ready to claim. A galvanized mod could be yours. You just got to watch the stream and away we go. Then, of course, after the stream, we're going to have Gift of the Lotus alerts up. So if you're playing all platforms, you'll be able to run an alert, get yourself an Orc and Catalyst blueprint and an Exilus adapter blueprint, depending, if you want both. Maybe you just want one. I don't know.
Get them both.
That is coming after the stream. And then, a little bit of an announcement actually for streams. We are changing the way our community streams are being broadcast. So this is something that if you watched, our Xbox One at 1, or what is now Xbox at 1, because of course the Series X came out, we're actually consolidating all of our community streams into one stream weekly now. So Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern time, we'll be doing a 2-hour prime time with all platforms discussed on that platform. So we're not splitting everything across 4 streams anymore. It's going to be one community unification stream effort, and that starts next week. So we'll see you next Thursday with our first prime time of 2022, and it'll be 2 hours long. So this is our practice stream. You guys ready to go for 2 hours? Or is that more of like my endurance level?
Across the streams.
Oh, yeah. My endurance level. I see.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I just think it's great. I think combining streams is always a good thing. So, yeah.
That's what you learned from Ghostbusters?
That was my takeaway. Yeah.
That was your takeaway.
or from the urinals over at the Air Canada Center.
Oh my God! Actually, it's no longer the Air Canada Center.
Scotiabank.
Yeah.
All right. We also actually have some early news on TennoCon, and that is that TennoCon 2022 is going to be a digital event this year. Date and details to come. So as you can see, it's January and we're back at home. We do not feel that planning a convention when we can't even be in the office together is wise. As a result, we're just ripping the Band-Aid off and making the decision that TennoCon is digital. So this is, a little bit of a heartbreaker. So maybe I'll crack open my cider just to get myself through this. But what?
I won the bet. I said she'd drink. Yeah. I said Scott and I did a side bet before. We're like, will she actually drink a sip of that cider?
Well, there you go. Makes the hurt feel okay. But TennoCon is digital this year. Details to come. This is just for anyone that was even entertaining the idea of potentially coming to London, Ontario for this event. It's simply going to be digital. So there's that.
Sucks, but we'll still make it special.
Yes.
Very special.
We will.
Yep. We'll
Shame,
pour
but
our heart and our soul into it.
Yes. All of it will be there, raw and soulful. We also have a very exciting thing to kick off the year, which is a survey. I can see chat going bonkers with ! Survey, because that is...
Wait, what? !
Survey. A survey is like something you fill out if you want to give your opinion or
participate in things, for sure.
I thought I missed the Sheldon joke there for a minute there.
What was the joke?
Well,
that's fine.
Baiting chat.
Oh, he was definitely looking
no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I was so excited for this. So what is the survey?
The survey is a community survey, and we actually we partnered with 2 members of the community that just kind of have been doing awesome surveys anyway. So we have an official survey where players can kind of, what did they think about 2021? What do they want to see for 2022? And other contributions that you'd like us to know. The survey is the place to do it. We will be sharing the results with the community once we've had a chance to go through them and organize them with our, with our team and our 2 community members who we partnered with. So that's P. Dragoon.
Yeah, people think your mic switched back, Reb. I did hear a hiccup when you were talking, but
it did.
Hold on. Take another drink. You got to drink every time it switches.
Let me get
Is the fate of Teshin in the survey? I kind of wonder where he ended up.
My experience from school is you just always pick C.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not a quiz. It's a survey.
Oh, right.
Oh my God. It's a survey. So you can
let us... the same?
They're not the
same thing.
It's not a quiz. We're not grading you. Or should we? Oh. Maybe we should, actually. Okay. Maybe it is a quiz. Don't fail it, or else.
I feel like the survey is grading us, though.
It is grading us.
So it is a quiz.
It's a reverse
quiz.
It's a
reverse quiz. Anyway, it's available in English. It's available through Google Form. Everything you'll need is in the !survey link, so just pop that around. But
I'm gonna just pop in there. I gotta take a look.
Yeah, you can do the survey while we're...
You can do it right here. Yeah, that's good.
Why don't you do it? Yeah, there you go. You can grade the game. Go have fun. We also are, rather than doing a whole bunch of stats on stream, we're doing what we did last year, whereas we just dump the sort of aggregate stats of 2021 in a friendly link for you to check out. So if you do !stats, you can take a look at how the community at large played Warframe. What did they use? How much did they use it? Go wild! ! Stats. This is a lot of housekeeping. I am very sorry, but
that's really cool though. I like it. I like that we're making use of the exclamation point. It's great.
I know. This is like the one chance you had to contribute. And
I know. You should have told me.
I know.
You have to be useful.
It was the one thing. It was my one chance, Reb.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
But actually, if you do !truck, Scott will tell us how his truck is doing. So if you can.
Oh, not the shame stream.
I did see some chat about Scott's truck already when we kicked off. So
See, there's progress. There's progress.
People are excited about it. Absolutely.
There's more rusty parts on it.
Yep.
Interesting. Is that a metaphor?
No.
Oh, no. Just like, for life. All right.
Yikes.
So we have our !stats, ! survey. Now we also have a little bit more housekeeping. Firstly, the Tennogen news. As you know, you're waiting for Tennogen Round 21. We'll have details on that later in the stream. But if you are actively making more Tennogen, Round 22 has a deadline. So we're going to release Round 21 pretty soon, get it all out of the way. And then we're going to open the gates for the next round. So March 7th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time is when Tennogen artists who want to be in Round 22 can submit their work so that we can take a look and get everything ready for reviewing Round 22. So there is a deadline that'll be posted anywhere a Tennogen artist might want it in case you're not watching the stream. And yeah, that'll be hype. So get in there. We'll talk about Tennogen in a second. We also have follower emotes now. Twitch released follower emotes. So we've never had emotes for our channel. We don't have a subscription button. But because follower emotes exist, we're actually eligible for them, which means that Charlie on our team, who's an amazing artist, made 5 little Warframe emotes. So feel free to spam them now so we can see how cute they are. You got a little yeah, they're super cute.
Oh, look at that.
That's cool. I hadn't seen those.
Yes, very, very, very cute. So it's, follower emotes are here. Very exciting. Enjoy them. I think you can only use them on our channel, and you need to follow to use them. So that's some bribery.
You got everyone timed out.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
How would I do that?
It's all like,
Paul is very angry at the spam.
Oh, shit. All right, I didn't do nothing.
Sorry.
Oh, God. I'm drinking more cider.
We like it. The bot didn't.
Yeah. A nice mix of emotes and exclamation point survey and exclamation point. What was the other one? Stats.
Look, he's trying to do it. He's trying to do it.
So far.
And in an exciting way to kick off the year, we have also reopened our semi-public test cluster today. So we had a forum up yesterday, and we wanted to, or 2 days ago rather, to get everyone geared up to potentially hit the semi-public test cluster with something that we'll be talking about today when it comes to what's next for Warframe. So lots to go through today. Thanks for sitting through my extremely long housekeeping. Should we do a platinum prize?
Oh,
yeah,
I think so,
yeah. Jeez.
Sorry, to what?
Cider chug and platinum prize. Go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go. There we go.
While it rolls.
This is some weird inversion. Like
I know,
I'm
you
I
guys
know,
are,
right?
all right.
You're drinking booze.
Yeah, I have ginger ale. What?
Yeah, get on my
Scott's
level,
drinking.
boys. All right, the winner is Goody XP. You have won 1,000 platinum Goody XP. Message our Twitch channel with your username, and we will hook you up with 1,000 platinum Goody XP. That is the Twitch prize winner for our first platinum prize of 2022.
Nice. GG.
Goody. That could be a good wordle. Goody. Maybe one day it'll.
Don't
Don't give them any ideas. Sorry.
All right.
do this now.
All right.
No.
Sorry.
Wordle jokes.
No. Okay.
God.
Fine.
So topical.
I am topical. This is a topical time. All
Steve
right.
never does topical stuff. Steve never does topical stuff.
Never.
No, never.
Not one.
I actually, just as a spoiler for the stream, I have a little special icon. Steve, if you're watching the stream, when we get to your section, I drew you a little picture. It's called...
You did?
I did. It's called Tech Stuff.
Should I be watching
Whoa.
chat or the videos?
Oh,
So,
that's actually a pretty good representation of coder art. So
isn't it?
I think that's
You're on your way.
Yeah.
This is really great.
Was that MS Paint?
Sure
the
was.
Colors too.
Yeah, you got the tools.
Yeah,
Good
excellent.
to go.
That T is really elegant.
It's not Paint. It's Paint Shop Pro.
No, that was Paint. That was Paint.
Wow.
Mine is Paint
Shop Pro yet.
1990.
Steve had to work his way up to Paint Shop Pro, though.
Right.
He didn't just start there.
Well, I'm glad that I have a progression path. All right. The stream has officially begun to talk about dev stuff. We are going to be bucketing the stream into three.
Our user count just dropped. Our viewer count. Oh, never mind. The picture caused a momentary dip, but evidently
the algorithms didn't like that.
Listen here. That was great art. All right, focus. Here we go. The stream is going to have 3 parts, more or less. Part 1 is kind of the making of New War. There's going to be spoilers. It's going to be a little bit of looking back, reactions, and all that stuff. The second bucket is going to be the next update, which is the post-New War sort of maintenance and feature update, where we have some things that players have been asking for a long time, and it's going to be pretty soon. You'll have full details on that update, including release date in this stream. And then the last part of the stream, we're going to talk about the major update coming after the New War. So the big content drop for post-New War, what that kind of looks like. We have a name for you and a little bit of a thematic screenshot tease so we can talk a little bit more about it. So we chat for the next hour or so, that's sort of going to be the progression path. We're going to talk New War spoilers. We're going to talk next Warframe update, which is imminent, which is, what you can look forward to. And then the major content drop. So with that in mind.
That is to be listened to. Crossplay, cross-save, crossplay, cross-save, crossplay, cross-save, crossplay. Well, we'll probably have to talk about that this year as well.
I have it in the...
Good.
Well, for some reason I chose to print in color, which was a mistake because I'm now out of color ink. But again, I'm a little rusty. But yeah, we probably should talk about crossplay and cross-save just to get this conversation in an official Devstream capacity.
Wouldn't that be in the tech stuff?
Oh yeah, we can talk about it in tech stuff.
We have a graphic.
We have a graphic. All right.
We better use that graphic.
I could make a quick graphic for how crossplay works too.
No, I don't know. But feel free to send it to me, Sheldon. I'm sure it's going to be great. All right. So, spoilers ahead. We're going to talk New War. Let's go.
Yeah, and I would just want to say thanks everyone who played it and shared your thoughts with me on Twitter and on forums, and of course thanks to the team who really went above and beyond to deliver the New War last year, almost this year. And yeah, there was a lot of hard work and a lot of it was a bit of a compressed time period to do as much as was done there. And very grateful for everyone's contribution to it, and also grateful to our audience who have been waiting for quite some time to kind of see that part of the story. And I'm really excited about, the possibilities that opens up for the future. So thanks so much for playing, Tenno, and thanks DE for making it a reality.
Yeah. It's hard not to be emotional talking about it because it has been in development for so long, and now that it's finally out, and the work that the hundreds of people at DE that contributed was just, I don't know, I'll be chasing that feeling again like for the rest of my life, I'm pretty sure. It was so, and the community's reaction, it was wonderful, and the fact that the community were a part of it and cheered us on and shared their reactions with us. I'm kind of repeating you now for lack of a better vocabulary, but I just am so grateful that we're sitting here just over a month later, able to talk about it with our community. So I don't know if you guys have anything you want to add.
Yeah. No, I think you guys summed it up.
Excellent. Yeah. All right, let's get into a little bit of a act by act discussion of
Here's what you're going to show. Actually, I don't think I got a preview of this. Oh, our friends, yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to start.
Did you make that screen?
I did not make that screen. That is from our marketing website because I didn't have time because there's a lot going on in the stream. So I grabbed what I could to just kind of go act by act, because we discussed internally the idea that the New War was this 3-act quest. And then when we started talking about it publicly, a lot of players were like, wait, are we only getting 1 act, or are we only getting this? But now if you've played the New War, you'll be able to kind of parse that when we say 3 acts, Act 1 clearly had a beginning, middle, end, and then we got into Act 2, which we'll talk about, and then, of course, the finale. But I just wonder, from your guys' point of view, you know, when you saw players going through Act 1 and playing as Khal, Teshin, and Vaso, did you feel like, I don't know, did you really find yourselves thinking like the risk paid off and the work that went into those things just felt rewarding to watch players engage with?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was amazing to watch people. Like, I don't know, like, no, it was terrible. No, it was really great.
Yeah, it was
watching the emotional roller coaster of all of the planned events hitting and seeing players react to them live as they were happening was fantastic. And I think it, I don't think the team could have pulled it off better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Originally was just going to be Khal, as I recall it. Sorry for the pun. And as things were developing with Viso's section and with Teshin's, Sheldon was like, can we do a little snippet of all of them, you know, so we can kind of show, you know, sort of tease that kind of breadth of that.
Yeah, that wasn't stressful at all.
Initial part of the whole, it was super chill, wasn't it? Because we got to
finish. Yeah, totally.
But that was really important, I think, to show that the war was coming to everyone and not just our operator or our Warframe. And so that's, I think, kind of why part 1 worked that way. And it was really, I'm really excited about it because it felt like a real change up, even for me playing the game and getting lost and just playing Khal's mission and just laughing hysterically every time he talked about how he would sneak good and chuckle. And I just love that scene when the Thumper comes out and they're all kind of going, and the Khal's face is kind of like, yeah, they're my bros, you know, telling his kind of story of, you know, rejecting what he's fighting for, which is traditionally the Queens, and kind of embracing that, well, it's his brothers that he's fighting for in the end. And I just, man, you could see how hard that hit for people at TennoCon, but then also the other characters and kind of going into their culture. And then, of course, the story finishing with Teshin's confrontation with Era and stuff like that. That's cinematic. I just love part 1 so much.
Yeah, I think, like, cinematic wise, Jeff, the end of Act 1 cinematic, where, you know, I would show it, but I know there's spoilers, but just in the off chance someone's tuning in right now, that alone was like longer than the entire Second Dream cinematic of the whole quest. So the cinematic scope of this quest really showed itself in the first act, and then there's still 2 to follow. So from your point of view, did you anticipate to be doing that much cinematic work for the New War?
Yeah, because I Steve would kind of send me the script, so I knew what we were in for. Steve was kicking me the script to give him, like, you know, just to get some reaction out of it and give him some feedback. And so I'm just as guilty for the scope, you know, because I knew what we were doing. But I think I said it to the team, but like I still kind of can't believe they pulled it off. And not even the fact that they were so invested in it. Like, it wasn't even, there was never any complaints. There was never any, like, the whole team was just proud to be building those as they went, and they were so invested in the story. And it was just, I mean, it was probably what the peak of, like, my professional collaborative career, you know, like, just how well everyone worked on that, and just the creative investment everyone had in it just to get it done. And I think even so much so, I kind of had a hard time watching it when we released it. I don't know if it was like postpartum or something, but I almost needed a day or 2 before I could watch playthroughs, because I was just like, I don't know, it was too close or something. But yeah, so the fact that it was, like, bigger than, I think it was, I'm trying to it was probably bigger than all of the quests combined, I think.
It was.
I think it was, like, yeah.
It was so bad that we went back and changed, like, how we encode cinematics and the engine. Like
Yeah.
there was so much content in the new war. I mean, Glenn was rewriting the texture streamer because that transition from Ballast intro to the Cetus and air, and the ship comes down and air is there, and then we transition right away into war on the plains, and the camera's like moving at like 50 meters per second as they're crashing. It was tons and tons of interesting challenges for technical as well, because the scope of the content was so much larger than we'd done before.
Yeah, and I think, just to close up Act 1 conversations, I'm going to limit you guys to a one-word answer, and I'm not going to let you be more specific unless you really have to. But of, the journey we went on with Teshin, Kal, and Vaso, a lot of players are hoping this isn't the end. And I would like you to perhaps weigh in on, will we be seeing more of some characters on this image?
Don't we usually say yep?
Yep, you got it.
That's the yep that we always
Yep. Yeah, it's not.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Great. All right. I think that's an important thing for people to just be aware of without giving specifics. Anyway.
Could be like a yes with a question mark, too. Like, yes?
Or like a ... maybe?
Yeah.
No. All right.
There's 3 people there. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Who exactly?
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So Act 2 hits us. We know how Act 1 ends. And I think a lot of players, not only myself included, but we know that a certain someone by the name of Ballast had his moment on the throne because, of course, we lost the war. And I think a lot of people found that the loss of the war was communicated most impactfully with the 4 Narmer sequence. And I just wanted to talk about that briefly. And of course, this dev stream is going through the new war a little bit. We're in Act 2 now. We'll just jump around from here. But 4 Narmer it's on our YouTube channel. If you want to listen to it again, you can listen to it anytime. But that moment for a lot of people really was magical and heartbreaking. And at what point in the quest did you know that we were going to do another original song?
It was
That's a good question.
I think it was it wasn't really in the story specifically. Like it was I think when Steve and I were going through the script, we talked about it and we just thought it would be this really good gut punch. Because everyone was so invested in the introduction to the Solarans with that musical act, and to kind of slowly pull the veil back, so to speak, when you go in and you go into it from a different direction, to kind of have that slow revelation that you're kind of putting the pieces together, that like you don't know where you are, you hear the music, you hear the tone of the music, and then you click where it clicks where you are. That we kind of deliberately wanted to have some kind of emotional impact in the game, and I think the Solarans are a good place to do it because people are connected to them. I remember when we talked about it, though, I was thinking that it would just be good enough to have sad music, like even kind of like a hymn, not necessarily like any kind of lyrics. And George said, "Well, let's give it a shot." And I think he talked to Keith, and I think maybe Adrian wrote some of the lyrics as well, one of the writers on the team. And I remember when he sent Keith just sang it by himself on the piano as a pitch, and I think Steve and I both were just knocked on our butts. It was a really cool moment.
Yeah.
And yeah, I couldn't believe how well it worked. So yeah.
I get chills thinking about it. Is it on Spotify yet? No, but I do have information about where you can access it in game in the next update. So it's all going to be connected. And of course, we'll be talking more about that with the dev stream as we go on. I think 4 Narmer was a really special part of the quest, and we're spoiling, but I'm trying to move through them quickly in case people just tune in. But another part of the second act, of course, were the Archons, who we teased concept art of them at TennoCon, in fact, and then, people saw that there were 3 Archons. People are deciding what order to do them in, and this is something that I think really horrified a lot of players when they saw that first Archon introduced, and then of course started fighting them and picking who they were going to fight. And the new war as a quest had so much content put into it, and as we're mapping out the year ahead and working on it, I think this is one of those things where, you know, I could ask you once more, should players expect to see more Archon encounters in their future? And, you know, this is something that wasn't just made for the quest, but now that we've seen you engage with them, maybe this could be something that you could look forward to down the road coming back for different types of hard content.
Yes,
Definitely.
Scott?
Oh,
Yeah, you can answer this one. You take it.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
I think they should come back. I think they're interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I think the work gone into them, it makes sense to make them kind of like a presence in the game.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
That was a process.
Yeah.
But it was so cool to see the kit work against them, and just like I remember messaging you through when I first started playing through some of those, Scott, and I was just like, oh my god, it's so like because like trying to grasp the drifter kit and then just kind of putting all the pieces together for fighting was like, oh, like yeah, that was really great. The team did a fantastic job getting that to feel right and to make sense. It was really cool.
Very, very, very fun.
I think the challenge with them when they return
is armor and not the drifter appearing.
Scott was talking, Steve. Hold on.
Yeah, you kind of jumped into the mid of that too. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay, there was something serious that happened there. But sorry, go ahead, Scott.
No, I think the challenge for them coming back is going to be is tweaking them to be a greater challenge to the Warframes. The quest really showed the power dynamic between the Drifter and a Warframe. Once you fought an Archon as a Warframe, it was much easier. So I think if the cycle is going to be Warframe versus the Archons, they're definitely going to need a buff or a change or a bump in order to make them challenging versus Warframes, because they're designed versus the Drifter kit. So that'll be an interesting design challenge, I think.
But that would be the goal, and it will be fun. And it was great watching, because we had to make the quest that everyone could beat it. So when some super veterans were going up against the last Archon, it was a very different experience than someone who just had hit the quest prerequisites. But at the end of the day, we watched, we saw, we have a survey up. When and if these Archons come back as a threat, we know how to gauge them. So very exciting. All right. I'm going to just take us right into Act 3 with a single image, just something I wanted to show because it's going to set the stage for the rest of the stream, which was in Act 3, we go somewhere that is essential to the Warframe mythos, and it's a place we've heard, felt in our story, and ultimately went to in the new war, which of course is the Zariman. And what a chapter, what a scene in there, and that's something
what a gorgeous set. Like I just, that's another one where I watching streamers, that was probably my favorite part when you're talking about shows. Like Front Armor was amazing, but I just watching people walk around in the Zariman and just kind of get lost in there, and like just taking in, there was so much care and so many little details in there. And watching the streamers I was watching, just people playing were just, they were going there, they were checking it all out. It was just amazing. It felt so cool to see our players in that space.
Yeah. It was, because everything had been kind of leading to that point almost, and now that it was there, I'm sure players realized how much work went into that quest scene. So surely there's something else to come, and that's what we're going to be talking about today as well. But getting the Zariman and delivering on the Zariman, from the pristine classroom to the post void jump hellscape that we know the Zariman to be associated with, the tone and everything. Again, the team just worked so hard to get it right, and that is certainly not the end of the Zariman in the Warframe journey, and we have lots to talk about in this stream as well as today. So any Zariman thoughts for you guys? Sorry, go ahead, Scott.
Well, I want to go back to part 2, because Ortis in part 2 was adorable.
Yeah, he skipped a lot.
I just love the relationship.
I was looking at the clock.
Ortis.
Oh,
Here,
wow.
the clock.
Hold on. Wait, did you just say that? Hold on. Or you're upset that I kind of rushed through part 2? Is that right, Steve?
He's offended that you didn't talk about Ortis, actually.
Well, this is a great
segment. Was amazing, but I mean, part 2 was basically like another new character. a new set of abilities, a complete like reset on power curves. Mortis becomes an adorable owl, like Clash of the Titans of my youth.
Well, this is actually a great segue because if you're upset that
Tries to bite you, I mean, come on.
if you're upset that I didn't show things for long enough, what if players could replay the quest themselves to see those things again?
Yes.
There.
Right?
Was that a planned segue? Wow, that was amazing. Yes.
All right, let's jump into some info about the next steps for Warframe. We have been focusing this, we've been coming back from vacations. January, we're coming out of our cryo sleep. And one of the first things the team did was getting quest replayability ready to the point that it is going to be in our first post-New War update of the year, which is a mainline update. And I'm going to talk about everything on this slide for what's next for Warframe. So right away, the update is called Echoes of War. It's update 31.1. It launches February 9th on all platforms, and it will have the New War replayable as its first key feature. So that's coming. And it has a lot of other things in it though, so that's what we're going to spend some time looking at today. And and then there's also stuff to talk about after. So now we can get through the. Oh my God, we're going to go right to
Act 3.
Pardon?
Are we skipping Act 3 or?
Act 3 was the
this a
Zariman.
segue to another thing?
That's okay.
Act 3 was the Zariman. That was. I'm sorry, that's the best I could do.
Now they get to replay it all so they can
Worst
think of all
recap
those
ever.
moments.
I'm going to rewatch Arnold Schwarzenegger's DVD commentary to kind of cleanse this recap.
I grabbed my LaCroix. I know Ron can. Dear God. All right. So
Yeah, this is going off the rails here.
that's all right.
No more cider.
We have a update coming with lots of cool features in it that I want to talk about. So first off, we're just going to go through this list here. New War is replayable. We have some Lich/Sister of Parvos quality of life that I wanted to explain. I made a fancy little slide to do just that. And allow me to explain, if you will. When you are on your Kuva Lich or Sister of Parvos hunt, the weapon pool has gotten bigger. So we're doing a Progenitor quality of life pass, which basically means when you're in the process of hunting for a specific weapon, say you don't want to trade, you just want to do it yourself, that means that you can now benefit by rejecting weapons to reduce the pool for a given Lich or Sister hunt. So if you see the Kuva Karak, you don't want the Kuva Karak, by simply rejecting it, it is removed from the pool. So the next time you down a Larvling, there's no chance it'll be Kuva Karak for that given Lich set that you're doing. This means that no matter what, by the end, you're going to get the weapon you want. So it's a bit of like an RNG mercy system in that you'll be whittling the pool down to get exactly what you want. This applies to Sisters and Liches, and it'll occur on loop. So once you restart the process, the pool is open wide again because we don't know what you may or may not want. And that'll be coming on February 9th. So great little quality. Yeah. So that is very exciting. So can we get this with Prime Parts? No, this is for Kuva Lich and Sisters of Parvos only. This is coming for you February 9th, all platforms. What else? Yeah. What else did I have on that little? Yeah, we have some new augments. Tennogen Round 2, 21 Part 2. Oh my God. The cider. It's too strong. Tennogen Round 21.
This is going to be amazing.
No. We have for Round 21, we're going to switch it into...
When you start calling it slider, that's
I didn't call it slider.
Right there.
I didn't call it slider.
Someone's going to play it back, Reb, unfortunately.
Unfortunately for me, that's probably true.
I'm here for this. Go.
All right.
Keep going.
There's plenty of things in Tennogen Round 21. We're splitting it into two parts. The first part releases February 9th on all platforms. This is a little splash art for you. It's going to have, the things you see on this screen, which are Hera Wisp, another Wisp skin, Titania skin. It's going to have 4 Cyandanas, an armor, and a weapon. And then the second part of Round 21 will follow very quickly after. So we're aiming to get all of Round 21 out in February, and then March becomes the deadline for Part 2. So lots of skins for our Tenno looking for Tennogen, supporting artists. This will be part of the update as well.
Very nice.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So lots of other little things here. Ooh, I'm excited because I get to move to gameplay now. This is very
That
exciting.
Titanium helmet is pretty cool.
Yeah. Tennogen. It's amazing.
Reminded me of kind of like a sentient kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna adjust my game volume because I realized I had it cranked earlier, so I have to turn it down so people have a chance of hearing us. All right, we are in the... Oh, my computer froze. This is not good.
Oh.
Blame the slider.
Mm-hmm.
Not seeing frozen.
Okay,
Okay.
we're good.
Seems okay.
Why did my game... Oh, my game froze. I have to reopen my game. Talk, fill the air.
Earlier.
Okay.
What?
Oh, we'll do a... Okay, we can't do a platinum prize.
Actually... Oh, no, we're good. I got it. I didn't get it. Keep talking.
You're juggling Discord and OBS and the game and everything.
Yeah, do something. Say something. Entertain the people. I have to
You
relaunch
did
the
warn
game.
people, Rev.
My progress on juggling.
Yeah, I can juggle.
Here, I'll do a plat prize quickly. All right, you can read it on stream, Sheldon. Good luck. I have to relaunch the game. It's fine. I had a Windows update override to some functionality, but that's okay.
Nice. Well, we have a big winner, and it's TSOTs. TSOTs? TSOTs has won. So just message us with your in-game name, and then...
Not just Tessotes?
Tessotes?
Oh, it's TSOTs.
Tessotes?
Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
Greek.
Yes.
TSOTs.
It's a Greek name.
Yeah.
All right.
Like Herodotus. TSOTs.
All right. Gameplay is up. We are good to go, my friends. We are bringing with the main line a couple really nice...
Rely on us.
What?
I was saying, see what happens when Rev has to rely on us to carry things?
Oh, it's a disaster.
Disaster. This is a customization feature, kind of a spoiler, but this is something players have been asking for, I honestly think, since 2015, and 2022 is the year to do it. So I'm just going to do this live with gameplay and just chat can watch. It's a customization feature. You've wanted it. The time has come.
Oh, she's so excited about this.
I'm so excited.
I know what this is.
Interesting. Why is there new colors here? What's that? Yes. There is now heterochromia. You can separate your operator eye colors. Very exciting. People have been asking like 7 years. Yo. Yeah. Finally. No way. Yep. There you go. Very exciting.
Just blow the database up.
Just what? Blow the database up?
Yeah.
It can't handle just that one extra set of colors.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to have 2 colors now.
Yeah. But, okay, we're getting into huge spoiler territories now. If you have not finished the new war, this is a 2-second warning.
Operators have 2 eyes.
No. No. We gotta talk facial hair.
Yeah,
3.
Yeah, we do.
I can't. I'm not.
Yeah, Jeff's out.
Conversation. Yeah.
Jeff, I'm just gonna zoom in on you while you touch your face there a little bit. But facial hair. Now that we have a drifter, is facial hair in the cards? Is that too hard to do? What's the process of making a decision like that?
It's in the cards. There was actually early test done with some facial hair. So yeah, so there's some work done on it.
Interesting.
Yep.
Finally, representation in this game.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, finally.
Right.
You can finally have beards and Bua games after all this time.
There have been a
Bearded bald men.
Perfect. There's been a series of players that also want to know about the fate of operator cosmetics versus drifter cosmetics. There's limited compatibility. All the accessories work, but not the outfits. I don't want to commit you to an answer now, but knowing that we're trying with tech, is there a version of a comment you can give the players about what are we going to do about operator gear and drifter gear? And is it going to be a dichotomy forever, or what's the thinking?
Yeah, Steve, what are we going to do?
We are working on doing some procedural retargeting of that stuff. And I mean, that's the goal, is that all of it works. And what we're trying to do is figure out, does that mean that we have to rebuild the content to support that? Some of the stuff worked and some of it just looked like Gumby. because the retargeting system in the game currently isn't volume preserving, so you just end up with this kind of little stretched version. Some stuff looks great, and some stuff is quite horrifying. So that's being worked on basically as we speak. So
Right.
hopefully we have more information on that soon, but definitely a priority.
Gotcha. Thank you. A lot of players have been asking for that, so some information on what we're working on is helpful, and we'll keep players updated as that develops. Another thing we have...
Apparently the queue got jumped by heterochromia, so I wish I could give you more accurate information with more details and more technical substance, but it was really important Rebecca got the separate eye colors.
Unbelievable. Moving on to my well-structured plans here. We also have another set of options we're adding. So we are going to be doing a dedicated accessibility tab, which will let players go right to settings that pertain to accessibility, be it color blindness, repeat button presses. It's all going to be present in its own tab. So you can expect that, I think, in the February 9th update. If not, then one soon after. So look forward to that if you want to be able to identify those moments basically at a glance, so that you can go through there and add those. We also have coming in this update a deluxe, of course. Hildryn, the shield god herself, will be getting her full deluxe skin, and she'll have a axe weapon skin coming with it, which I can't show right now because it's not hooked up, but this is all coming, which is gonna bring the Hildryn fans some energy-based muscle.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now, Jeff, these are my colors, though. Is that okay?
I did notice that you didn't.
What is happening?
I think the rule is you gotta show a default, right?
Yeah. What does the default look like? Could we see the default?
I will give you a look at default.
Can you do that for your ship too? So the exposure and so.
Oh, there we go. Oh, wow.
See that reactions? Sheldon, he didn't say wow until right now.
Interesting.
Well, I don't know where I am with this, actually. I'm quite confused right now. I really like the what is this? Some kind of refraction kind of.
Oh, that's cool too.
Stuff inside the body and inside the body. It's super interesting.
Yeah, it has like that crazy energy like casing almost. It's really wild.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's like she's too powerful.
She's too powerful. But speaking of this update, so this is part of the February 9th update. It also will have the Soma chord fragments for 3 songs from the New War. So if you love the music from the New War and you want to add them to your Soma chord, you can scan the fragments. They will be available in the post-New War open world content. You don't need to replay the quest to scan them. If I'm wrong, we'll issue a correction. But the way it's been implemented is so that quest replay is here and you can jump in and do that. But if you just want the Soma chord fragments, you can head to the post-New War open worlds and grab them for 3 of the songs that we released in the update. So those will be available in the update as well. Yeah, very exciting. Oh my god, I have so many notes here. Oh, Steve, we can get to your tech section soon, should you feel the urge to start talking tech. But before we do that, I wanted to talk about 4 augments coming with the update as well. These will be for Ureli. Ureli is getting an augment for Surging Blades, or Surging Blades is the augment name, rather. It's for Aqua Blades. Blades gain 8% extra damage per enemy hit. Press 3 to launch a blade at your foes, so you can pick one of the blades will be launched, and it will get more damage based on enemies hit. Grendel is getting a augment called Gourmand. It is for Feast. Instead of energy, it now consumes 200 health and on cast and 30 health drain. So it's similar to how you have someone like Necros with a Despoil augment, where you take the energy economy and you switch it to a health economy. So this is going to be a little bit of a different playstyle for Grendel, where energy economy is replaced with health balance economy. Frost is getting Biting Frost. He gains 200% critical chance and 200% critical damage against frozen enemies. This is just a Frost augment. It's arguably a passive augment, I believe. So this will be...
Can you move us out of the way? Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, I can. There you go. Hold on, let me get that. We'll post pictures after, don't worry.
Okay, cool.
And then last but not least, for Gauss Thermal Transfer, it's a Thermal Thunder Augment. Allies in range get 75% bonus elemental damage for 30 seconds. So team compatibility augment. Give your allies some sweet, sweet elemental damage bonus for 30 seconds. That's part of Thermal Thunder. So these augments will be coming with the February 9th update as well. And so will a little bit of seasonal content. We are going to be launching Star Days on February 9th as well. If you don't know what Star Days is, it's our Season of Love little seasonal content blast. It is currently live on the dev build. I'm going to take you in there, and Steve, when we go in there, you can talk a little bit tech, and we'll kind of move you into your own section once I'm finished with my Star Days segment, because I want to talk a little bit about how it's going to look this year for Star Days, including a little bit of a change to one item in the store, some new items, and how Tenno is going to be a part of it. So first of all, a quick Tenno is going to notice something on the star chart that we are going... Actually, you know what? Oh, no, you'll see it. We are going to come back to this in this stream, so don't worry. You're probably seeing something. But we're going to hop into Fortuna, talk to Ticker. I'm going to give you a quick overview on Star Days. It starts February 9th. And, oh, I think chat saw it.
What did they see?
Oh, they saw it.
Oh, they did see it.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
You'll get closure on that in this stream. That's just a little tease.
Nice. Good job, guys.
Yeah. So, Steve, don't worry. You can talk tech in just a sec. But Ticker is...
Poor Steve, he's chomping at the bit.
I'm just trying the ride.
All right. So Ticker is back. Star Days is here. We'll be taking a look at the Star Days affections, wherein you're going to find that the Ticker floof has been upgraded. If you already have it, yours will work this way. It is now like a Build-A-Bear. When you place it on your ship, you can talk to it, and it'll tell you some nice, lovely things. So get ready to be motivated by Ticker, because it's very beautiful. We have some new glyphs in here. For Star Days, and then of course we're adding Tenno items to Star Days this year, because in the Star Days run, so when we're doing our seasonal little store here, we are going to be doing a small Tenno sort of kickoff and kick end in one of our streams to do a big charity donation, celebrate the Tenno spirit, because we couldn't do it in 2021. We can't quite pull it off at the beginning of this year, but we are going to do a small but big donation event in our Star Days run for Tenno. Stay tuned for more information on that. And yeah, so that's how Star Days will play out this year, February 9th. But Steve, the medals in here look amazing. Maybe you did something to these medals.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back to the spawn point, I think that would be probably better.
Oh, the medals, they're just so beautiful.
If you go back to the spawn point, it might be better.
I'm in the spawn point. You're delayed.
Go back here. Oh, are you? Oh, sorry. Yeah. I am quite delayed on the... on the whole system. But yeah, we've got about 2 months of technical kind of changes and upgrades and improvements. Most of it targeted at the enhanced mode of the game, which is one of our goals this year, to eliminate the classic mode and fold everything into one, because it's quite laborious for us to implement everything twice. So what you'll notice when this mainline comes out is a fairly significant change to things that are made of pure metal, like gold and bronze and chrome and so on. So that'd be something to look out for. I think it looks fantastic, a lot less noise in the image, and yeah, just everything's kind of more vibrant and more balanced. And I think if you're going to replay New War, it really benefits from this as well, because Alice is, hanging out in his gold throne and so on. So there's a lot of neat things to enjoy there.
Excellent. That is just the beginning of Tech Talk, Steve.
Right. You didn't put the image up though, so
I was going to say it didn't have its intro card.
Okay, let me immediately reconcile this error of mine, because it's unacceptable. So tech stuff, you talked. I'd rather show the metal, so we showed the metal in gameplay. Now we're going to show. Well, Steve, it's up to you. Do you want to talk about compiler upgrades? Do you want to talk about script upgrades? Do you want to talk about?
Is that a beanie?
It is a beanie.
Yeah.
Beanie. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Didn't wear it. We've up the coding team is very excited because we have upgraded our entire compiler toolchain to a newer version of Visual Studio, and that has led to maybe some single-digit percentage performance improvements here and there in the game. Nothing super crazy. The last compiler wasn't terrible, but it does bring with it also optimizations that the team did. Of course, some of them over the break or without the pressure that New War had to ship, and that they weren't allowed to kind of touch the things. So there's improvements to the scripting system, which is worth anywhere from 5 to 30% faster in things like UI and other game modes.
Right. So for instance, here I have an image of your before times for scripts.
Yeah.
And your after. So I played before, now we're on after. So the gains in milliseconds, is it per script instance? How what are we talking here?
Right. I mean, this is kind of one of those things where you've made all script execution, which we use for our UI and use for our game modes and use for our Warframe powers. Those things, kind of all across the board are going to be running faster. This is going to be something you notice maybe in the front end when you're going in and out of menus. Are going to be less hitchy, but generally speaking, going to benefit the weaker CPU platforms, people with toasters and that sort of thing. So yeah, like this is probably not representative to cut a whole half millisecond off, which is pretty extraordinary given that if you want 60 FPS, you're only going to get 16 milliseconds to do everything. So half millisecond is pretty wild. You're probably not going to see, anything like that except for really heavy, complex UIs like this. But it helps across the whole game, and that's pretty exciting. So the compiler, these scripting system performance improvements, and then general improvements to updating the UI faster while you're playing the game. The HUD was costing a lot, particularly on low end, and there's been some really good improvements there, and we're still looking to make more improvements in that stuff. I think, what else is there to say about that?
Well, actually, speaking of UI, oh, go ahead.
The one problem with the compiler change, the one change that the compiler difference does bring is that there's very small changes in how the code generated, which is faster, might generate very small differences in math outcomes, in number outcomes, and number accuracy. And this means that there is some churn, unfortunately, in the update. So you're going to get a more performant version of Warframe on PC in February. But you are going to have to download, there's going to be extra megs of downloads, significant megs, maybe like 500 or a gig or something like that, unfortunately. So you're going to get to replay the New War and that sort of things and get that performance boost, but it does mean that some content has shifted because the numeric accuracy of the new compiler is a bit better. Excellent. One thing I want to show with this, is that the accuracy of the screen space reflections is enhanced. The quality of it is just dramatically improved. It's cleaner. You don't have all this kind of weird dithering and noise in it. I'm pretty excited about that. But it's a subtle thing, but it pairs well with the new reflection update that we have, which uses a new modern compression format. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. But these are kind of subtle things that I get excited about.
That's fine. And I just you were talking about UI performance improvements, but we also have a UI visual improvement, which is sort of death to rectangles in the arsenal. So when you're going to equip things now, you'll simply see more because we've moved to a square-based icon system where you'll just have more information displayed for you. So rather than seeing, a cohort of frames in rows of 3, it'll now be rows of 4. This applies to weapons. So it's actually, if you're a player that kind of collects everything, it's a huge improvement because now you don't need to scroll as much to get the get to the frame you want. Of course, if you were sorting whatever you want, but either way, prepare yourself for this to look a little different in the February 9th update as well. Echoes of War brings these tech changes, brings the UI changes, brings replayable New War, augments, lich quality of life changes. The best way to describe the Echoes of War update really is it's sort of a big maintenance piece post New War release. It's going to be a mainline. It's going to have tons of bug fixes. It's going to have all of these little features, and including the big feature we're talking about with the New War being replayable. Now, there is still a bit to get through in this Devstream, and I think one of the big pieces is to talk about, okay, so we're going to drop this great update with the quality of life and sort of wish list features, but of course, post New War content. New playable stuff, moving the story forward. I'm just going to jump into that right now. Stop me if you want to keep going.
Story's wrapped up, isn't it?
Story's wrapped up, we're done?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nothing to tie up. Great.
All right. Fair.
Best
Yeah.
hand.
Nothing happened at the end of the new war to imply. No, nothing at all.
I think just watching chat real quick, Rev, is just to say that cross progression, crossplay are in the top of all the things that we want to do. Technically, they're sitting at the top of the list. We don't have anything yet to announce. I know we showed it at TennoCon as a proof of concept, and it was working, and it's awesome. But there's still some work to do, particularly account merging and all those sorts of things, which are difficult, and that the team is now kind of aligning towards. So it is real, it is coming, but it's not going to be something that you can expect next month. So
yeah,
I just wanted to address it because
we need to. It is the most requested thing we have. We need to,
and it's the highest thing on our list right now.
Yeah. So stay tuned for quite thorough updates on that as we have them. It's one of those things that you can't really mess it up, because if you do, people's accounts are liable to be affected. So
it's very tricky.
Very tricky. But it is in progress. But I wanted to talk about, Bucket 3. I started this stream saying, hey, we're going to sort of look back on the new war quickly. Then we're going to talk about the immediate update after the new war, which is Echoes of War. But as all things on players' mind, I think it's time we tell you, Tenno, about the first major content update coming this year. Introducing update 31.5, Angels of the Zariman. This is going to be the post-New War content continuation. This is something extremely related to what you would have seen in the star chart moments ago. It is something that is a direct follow-up of your New War journey. It is something that we're aiming to bring at least 2 brand new game modes into Warframe. A quest, a new Warframe, diving deeper in the lore, and it also is going to have some quality of life reworks. So, if you're following along with me now, you know that we're going to be making our way through February with some seasonal content, that mainline with the replayable, and then behind the scenes, we are going to be working on Angels of the Zariman, and our February dev stream will give you a huge deep dive into it. But I'm going to talk about a few things today. You know the title now. You know Angels of the Zariman is coming for you in our next major content update. And it's going to include everything I just mentioned, as well as, hopefully, if this changes, we'll let you know. But we're also aiming to add, for core Warframe rework gameplay, an Eximus rework. So this is something that we are targeting this update for. If that changes, we'll let you know. We wanted to give you kind of an understanding of what we're aiming to do with them, using the example of an Arctic Eximus as kind of how an Eximus ought to be. You can see their function at a glance. You know they have that big snow globe, and you can kind of quickly decide how you're going to deal with it. This applies to every Eximus in the game. We're going to go through them one by one and give them a different visual identity for when we feel that they don't meet what we think would work in the current pace of Warframe. We're going to increase the time to kill, but also the reward. And we're really going to address a lot of the long-term thoughts players have had with them, like invisible auras that drain you, or not clear enough what they're actually doing. Like what does a blast Eximus do, and all these things. So you can expect a thorough pass through Eximus, which will really, I think, affect like your normal Warframe gameplay pacing, which is quite exciting. Like the idea of upping the threat level in your current gameplay by just treating Eximus differently will be a part of the full gameplay experience, I think. So that's hopefully coming as well. Stay tuned for that. And we're also going to be reviewing the lesser used augments for this update. So I think at least 16 augments are going to be reviewed for the update Angels of the Zariman. Stay tuned for more information on that. But we're doing them in big batches, so you'll have some augment reviews as well. I don't want to take away from all the excitement that an image such as this will provide, but you can expect February's dev stream to go way deeper into everything I just talked about. So very exciting.
Everything Sheldon said about the Zariman and New War, it's kind of like you ain't seen nothing yet. So yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool what those could get.
Yeah. So yes. I mean, you don't make that awesome Zariman segment in the New War and not dedicate a whole update to what comes next, in my humble, opinion. So very exciting times.
Right.
Very, very exciting. So that'll be
I think
part.
there's a lot of like interesting open questions from the Drifter, and the paradox there, and some of the how did things happen and so on. And I think it'll be fun to explore the answers of those questions as well as explore the ship itself, right?
Messages in your inbox.
Wow, we actually still have a lot to get through, so sit tight.
They are not as encrypted as they should be.
Pertaining to the Zariman update, we will of course be releasing a deluxe skin. People have wanted an update on this skin for a bit because we showed it last year, and we actually showed quite a few deluxe skins last year, so we're going to give you guys some updates, and then because we're DE, we're going to show you concepts for another deluxe skin. So as we dig our way out of our deluxe skin situation, we're going to show you another concept just to perpetually be in a state where we're balancing the teased versus released deluxe skins. So let's take a look at Valkyr Deluxe Ii, which is also slated to be coming with the Angels of the Zariman. I'm going to show you it in my color scheme, and then I'll show you it in defaults. But what you are. Pardon? Of course I am. Or should I not?
No, go for it. Go for it.
All right. So Valkyr Deluxe is coming based on the amazing Liger concepts that we showed. And we also have, Elise on the team, made some animations to go with it. So Valkyr Deluxe looks incredible and will be coming with some animations that are just so fun, very high energy. You can see the buff.
Oh, look, IK broke the neck.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I snapped out of it for the very
end. Oh god, don't show Jeff. He's an animator. He'll be very upset with me.
No.
Anyways, we can get... So if you don't, these are my colors, so apologies in advance, but the big puffy jacket's on the shoulders. She's just total badass. Absolutely incredible. And now I'll show you default colors as well, just to give you...
I actually wouldn't have believed you that those were your colors.
Because you like them?
They're just, kind of reined in a bit.
Interesting. Reined in, he says. Interesting. So we did a couple modifications.
Whoa. Yeah.
What?
That's cool.
Yeah. She looks incredible. She's got that crazy, bone-linked cyber tail.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really
my
cool design.
gosh.
Yeah. This is...
Wow.
I could spend the whole stream just doing a 360 around Valkyr, but I won't. But I could. But I won't. But she looks incredible. I'm sure fashion framers are preparing for the era of bomber jacket Valkyr. I'm very excited for that. That'll be coming in the update as well. Oh, actually, one other thing that's coming. We do Lunar New Year stuff every year, and this is the first year we actually get to do a skin. This will be coming in the February sort of seasonal blitz of things. Grendel is getting a skin for Lunar New Year, so Grendel players can look forward to having that as part of their arsenal. He looks super cool, celebrating Lunar New Year in style with Grendel. This will be coming in February. Yay, Grendel stuff. Yay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Grendel's getting an augment, getting a skin.
I like it.
He looks incredible. Yeah, very, very exciting. So that's coming
We'll
sooner.
talk later, Scott.
I approve.
Yeah.
Approve. Actually, I can't cast powers on my ship. I wanted to see his belly open, but...
Yeah, me too.
Well, I could. Well, we'll come back to that.
That's something everyone can experience themselves. It's great.
Yeah, I don't want to take that away from you, Tenno. That's important. Steve, I cut you off before we talk tech. Hair.
Oh yeah, we're
hair.
We're redoing hair in the game. We did a little bit for New War, and yeah, we've got this new technique that the enhanced rendering with temporal AA will be able to kind of soften everything without having to sort it and all the nightmares that come with that. So this is a technique that we'll be kind of rolling out, hopefully in the kind of early or late winter and spring, including doing the Kubros and Kvats and that sort of thing, and getting them all to use this kind of upgraded technique to get a softer, more fluffy, and kind of more refined look to the shading on them.
Step
and
closer
I'm
to the
hoping
beard.
that we can do the beard with this as well. So maybe some beard options for
some stubble,
for
perhaps.
Drifter. Yeah, totally. Yep.
Interesting. So that'll be just an ongoing
There's a
improvement.
fuzzball. there a picture of a fuzzball, or did you
You
not?
didn't. I didn't get that.
Oh, I didn't send you the fuzzball.
You didn't send me the fuzzball. But yeah, so that's coming as well. We also, we've shown you Valkyr in game. We showed you Hildren, Grendel. We have Skyers is working on Protea Deluxe, which we showed at TennoCon. So this is a sculpt in progress for all things Protea Deluxe. She is turning out amazingly. If you don't know, Asterisk is a player that has done their own concepts, and we partnered with them officially for them to work on Protea Deluxe, and now it's in our artist's hands. Skyers is doing the sculpting, and this will be coming later this year as well.
Beautiful.
Skyers
also looking great.
Yeah,
Skyers beautiful. Love this.
No, it's so good. So you can get a close up, and you can really see the detail, and every part of Protea Deluxe is coming together nicely.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, I love the emblem stuff. That's really cool.
Yeah, very regal looking.
Very regal. I cannot wait. Very excited. But it would be a disservice if I don't even know what to say, because we have received another final deluxe concept from Liger for a Warframe that currently doesn't have a deluxe. And this is one of those things where I'm just going to show it. I'm probably going to layer it on top of us so players can actually see the detail. And really prepare yourselves, Tenno, for Xaku Deluxe. I can't. It's so good. I couldn't catch my breath when I first looked at this. Like, the passion and the thoughts that went into this, the inspiration with the traditional pottery in Japan, like, unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a really thoughtful kind of approach to the design of Xaku, and they worked in the kintsugi kind of pottery method of fixing broken pots with inlays of gold or platinum. So it's like a combination of broken pots. It just fits the theme of Xaku really. It's
really
good idea.
This image will be available in the overview and everything for people to zoom in on and see a closer look. But everything from the idea that the pottery would have represented Orokin, it's just so incredible in its concept and execution. The skeleton version of Xaku looks amazing, from like the haunting face, the marble-esque look. It's just really, 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 really exciting. And that's something to look forward to throughout the year. We'll give you updates. This is just the concept we've received now, just to, of course, set you up for some updates on what will be Xaku Deluxe.
Amazing stuff.
So impressive. I was watching with a Twitch delay, so it took me a while to see it.
Yeah,
it's so great. Wow.
Yep, and
it's almost a little Deviri flavored, isn't it?
Wouldn't you say?
Inspiration behind that. Yep. Yep. A little bit of sneak peek for some Deviri stuff
coming off of it. Yeah.
Yep.
There is Deviri indeed. So really, really exciting to get that in front of Tenno, because our deluxe world, whether it's the Baruch one we showed at TennoCon, Protea will be giving you updates as well on those things. So that is just another one to add to the pile, leave you wanting more, Let me just make sure I've made it through everything. I'll do another plat prize in the meantime. So Sheldon, you can, handle that while I search at my list here.
This one is War. Who could it be? Oh, it's a sad path.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. But you win. Change your name.
Happy Path.
That's a better path today, right?
Happy Path or Sad Path. You've won 1,000 platinum message us, and we'll hook you up after the show. Thank you very much for watching. We'll hook you up indeed. And we still need to give away a Harrow Prime access. So that's something that's going to be yet to give away. But I don't know, guys. I think we're at my full list here. What say you? What say the lands of men?
I'm just excited to see. I love the fact that we've got the replay going in. So that's going to be really cool, because I think there's a lot of people, including myself, that wouldn't mind going through that again and just knowing what you know now. What could you see? What could you do? I think that's going to be really cool. And that's February 9th.
Yeah, we'll do a little recap then. The February 9th is the Echoes of War update. This is the post-New War sort of mainline, looking at some quality of life and feature, which is New War replayable. We also have Soma Chord fragments in there, whole bunch of other stuff, the Lich QOL, everything listed here will be in that update. Then some time will pass and we'll find ourselves developing the next major content update, which will include many things as discussed. New mission types, new Warframe, quest, story, all of that will be in the Angels of the Zariman update, which, you know, you guys are smart in chat, so you probably saw it in the star chart, so you can see where we're going very clearly. Very exciting. And then what's beyond? Well, we have many a dev stream to continue, so I don't want to deprive myself of, you know, showing you stuff for those, but...
That's great.
Yeah, I love the Zariman, and I'm so excited for people to be able to go through and kind of explore it and see all of the, you know, the nooks and crannies and how much the team has built. Which, of course, there's like 2 or 3 little spots I think for the quest, but there's like a whole, you know, set with like amazing vistas and all this really cool stuff. So
yeah,
we're for that update as it comes out.
Yeah, it's going to be February's dev stream will bring you information on those game modes, on things you can expect, maybe some more shots of inside the Zariman, because it really is that Angels of the Zariman update is going to bring just a megaton of
Angels.
Warframe. Yes. So you can kind of plan your next few months ahead, Tenno. We wanted to give you some information to do just that. And I think we should also give chat information on who won Hero Prime Access.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Who won? Who's the winner? Who's our last winner of the day?
I hope it's not sad.
Sad, yeah. I hope we get a happy person today.
Marshmallows 81. Marshmallows 81. You have won Hero Prime Access. Marshmallows, that's a great name. Marshmallows plural. Hero Prime Access is yours. Message us. We'll hook you up after the show. You got to whisper our channel, and that'll be that. So that's exciting. Wow.
Hungry.
What a day. There was a lot there.
Yeah, anything you want to go over? No.
I think you did a great recap.
Yeah, I think we covered everything.
Yeah, that was pretty wicked.
All right, I'm just checking my printed notes here like a boomer with all my paper, but gotta make sure didn't miss a date.
Well, you got Wordle as well, so I think it all fits.
That's true.
Playing Wordle, like, come on.
Hey, Wordle's serious business. All right, we answered questions. Oh, I guess, again, just some closure on the crossplay, cross-save. It is a absolute technical behemoth. We are working on it. When we have a date, we'll give it to you. You know it's in progress. You saw it working. It's our job now to tell you when exactly to expect it. It is a priority. That's more crossplay, cross-save closure. Lots of closure throughout this stream on, you know, who maybe we'll see some characters again. You now know what to expect and when to expect it imminently. February 9th is the main line with all that slide items we listed. Beyond that, we have update 31.5, Angels of the Zariman coming. So it's going to be a blitz of a year for Warframe. And if you've played the new war, you'll be ready to jump right into everything. If you haven't, play the new war. That would be good. If you want to give us feedback, ! survey, this is literally your chance. We're watching chat right now. If I see someone say like all caps, raids or trials, put it in the survey. There's a question about that there. So it would be
Put it in the survey.
It'd be
Hashtag put it in the survey.
Hashtag put it in the survey.
Hashtag put it in the survey. Hashtag put it. All right. I think that's it, guys. This is your last chance to say something on stream.
We all go quiet.
Happy New Year. Thanks so much for playing.
Thank you.
For being
Thank you so much.
And thank you to all of our team members at DE for all the hard work.
Indeed.
We are just a few of the, you know, the dedicated, hard-working group of people that made it possible. So thanks to them as well.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It's been a hell of a year. New War is out. I can't believe it. Play it. It feels surreal, and enjoy what comes next. Tenno, you are not ready. Warframe is just getting started. 8-9 years in. I don't even know. But okay, I'm going to stop now. Bye. Bye.
Bye.